Actually, my sister got in contact with Pathways and they gave her the phone number to Sovereign, and we were on the phone with Sovereign in California, and that's how I got here in Fort Myers, Florida. Well, I got into a car accident, and that was a big eye-opener the following day after the car accident, and I was like, well, me and my sister were both like that I needed help and I wanted to find a rehab. And we called a few other rehabs before we hit Sovereign, but they were medical or hospital setups, so that wasn't gonna work. And Sovereign just has the most immaculate groups and everything. I love it here. I feel like I learned a lot at this place. Well, like, everybody's like a family here. Everybody has the same experience with one another, and we just bring it in as a family. And throughout the day we have these groups and different groups, and I love it, because if it wasn't for these groups, I don't know where I would be. I was scared, but I was looking around the place over at Riverside and I liked it a lot, like just how the setup was, but I was still nervous because I missed my family. But I got through it. After like 2 weeks of being here, I was like, you know, this is not that bad. I am gonna do this, I'm gonna kick butt and go. You guys met my expectations by fulfilling my needs. When I need to talk to a therapist or my case manager, they were always there for them to talk to me. Everybody's so nice here. I love it. I'm gonna miss everybody. Actually, me and my roommate, we have a lot in common, and yeah, her birthday's a day after mine. Her birthday's October 21st and mine's October 20th, and we feel like we're sisters, and I'm gonna miss her a lot. I feel like I grew with everybody, and I learned a lot from everyone, especially everybody learned a lot from myself. Well, my therapist, Kelly, she is amazing. She reminds me of my sister, just like Shelby. She reminds me of just like my sister. They're like family to me, and I'm gonna miss them. Like, they were always there, and I really appreciate that. Group therapy, it was a little emotional the first day over here at Amberwood, but I got through it and haven't been that emotional since that first time. The groups, if you listen and open up your ears, you're gonna learn a lot, instead of focusing on other things that are going out in the world, because that's gonna come after you complete this program. And it's a true like blessing that I look at it now. It's a blessing to be alive, to fight this addiction and experience this moment at Sovereign. My favorite group would be, I think it would be CBT and trauma. Just by going over all the stuff that I've been through in my addiction and my lifestyle that I was experiencing before I came to Sovereign, I feel like I learned a lot about myself, and that's not the life that I want to live. So those groups really help. Thursday through Sunday, I really like, because we can go, I feel like we go out and we do stuff as a community more, and I love it because it brings us all together rather than Monday through Wednesday. It's like focusing on work, you know? Like, I like it, but it's like, oh my goodness, when's the day gonna end? But, you know, we all get through it, you know? I really like it here, but I'm blessed to be going home. What I like most about Sovereign is how we come to Amberwood right when we get on PHP instead of staying at Riverside, and we can experience the intense groups, and also the outings and the rewards. That's a true blessing. I'm glad that you guys have that, so we can actually, in our sobriety, we can have fun being sober, and we don't have to be messed up doing all this stuff, and it's a true experience. So I'm very blessed that Sovereign has all these experience stuff that we can go through before we go back home. The most I'll take away is everything that I learned in CBT, grief and loss, knowing that I can go and talk to somebody whenever I need somebody and not be afraid, because I was afraid to talk. I thought people were going to judge me, but honestly, no, it was just all in my head. And I'm very thankful that my therapist got me to come out of my comfort zone, and just I can talk about anything. I would tell them that Sovereign would be one of the greatest places to come out of all the rehab facilities, because you do learn a lot, and the therapists and all the residents really do truly care, and it's a blessing. It's just a blessing to be here at Sovereign.